Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. And today's lab will be very interesting one, which will be, as you see in the title, that there will be an AMI where we will try to info. So basically, you will understand it properly. Just a second, my machine got hanged. Basically, we'll try to handle that auto scaling. So, this is very interesting one. And what you will do, you will scale it and try to run it. So, so let's get started. Before that, let me load if I can load the image. Okay, so basically this is the agenda of our uh, plan. Like what we will do, as I said already, like in EC2, the AMI will be there. We will auto scale and we will use load balancer to cross check this scaling. Okay, so let's get started. It is a long session and hope you will try to get a hands-on experience. So first task will be uh, creating a EIN. So, so let's go to EC2. So let's come to the instance. Here you can see Apache web server is already running in my machine. So you can also do a similar kind of setup. Okay, and here, so So basically, you need to remember all this. Not, I'm just kidding. Not need to remember anything. Just click on the web server and try to open the public IP. You open it in a new tab, and you will see. So one thing I need to call out is it HTTP, not HTTPS. So if sometimes it doesn't work, you need to update that. So here you need to change it and then load it. So now you need to go and edit and create an image. So we will create a web server image. Let's click on go to continue. No, I hope now this is very clear. What that's happening. So now quickly jump into this. Like what we need to do is there is action tab. We need to select this web server and here comes the image section. Our first job is to create an image, right? And then we will scale it. So for the image name, let's keep a simple name, web server. Okay, and we can write the thing, the like description. You can write anything. Okay, image of amazing web server, right? And something which we when selected is we read words so that it's rest and this caption. We don't need to reboot. Okay, it will take a lot of time. So that's it. Let keep everything intact, whatever it is. Let's just create an image. So it's now created and it's available. Check the AMS status available before deleting the instance. So this thing you need to remember. If you scroll down instance, there is an image section. You need to click on AMI's Amazon Machine Images. Here we just created, right? And this is something which is an appending status. We will wait for some time. It will be up. Okay. So basically it's running that image. So now let's jump to the next step. Now what we will do is we will create a launch template. Correct? We created an image. Now the launching template we need to create. Correct? So what exactly you understand from launch template? So we can create a launch template that let it be up. So what we need to do is there will be a launch template. Here you can see in instance there is a launch template. What we will do, we will create a launch template. We will write a simple thing. Let's create a web server LT launch template and keep and write it. So now there is a launch template content. So here you need to write what exactly you need to write. Uh, You need to select AMI. So you need to go to my AMI and by me, and it's automatically it's coming what you have created, right? This virtual machine. Now let's scroll down. Instance type, don't need to include anything. Just skip it. And for the experiment, what we need to do is we need to create some free fire instance type. Otherwise, where we will run it, right? Because that information says you need to provide an instance. Otherwise, it will not meet this memory consumptions, everything. Okay. So we will try to see some smaller group. T3 dot micro, let's say. It is 2 CPU, 1 GB memory. Yeah, that would be fine for the demo. Every time we run the command, it will use S3 micro. So if you want to do any different instance type, then you can change it. Let's go with T3 micro. We don't need to have a key pair. We will use a session manager for a demo. Now let's come to the here. We don't need to add a subnet. We need to create a group, but that you need to remember one thing. Now we need to write allow VPC HTTP, and we can write a meaningful message uh, that other person can understand, or if any changes somebody is doing, he can understand what exactly it's we are doing. So once that is done, we choose our custom VPC only, and that's something rule we need to set. It is 10.0.0 slash 16. Make sure you using slash 16, the custom VPC. Let's add a security rule. We will use HTTP, right? Then source type custom, then all traffic. We need to allow all traffic. For all traffic, what you need to do? You need to write this uh, PIDR. This we are doing. EBS is a default, GP2, and let's go to advanced detail. And in the profile, we need to select our system profile because it has a certain permissions which allows it to connect. And also remember one thing, we need to enable CloudWatch. So try to see CloudWatch is enabled. Let it apply a charge, but we will able to see the error message or anything. Select the metric. Now, what we will do is we will try to update user data. Let me showcase the user data. So, what we will to do is so basically, whenever this image will launch, it will try to launch the, the this image will try to generate this file, this dynamic file is created, and we are able to enforce the HTML so that we are able to run the service. We are able to quickly get the availability zone wherever it is working. Let's create it, and once that is done, then let's scale it. Okay, now it's part to create. Okay, So the launch template is created. Okay. So not to worry anything about here. Be happy. Let's come to AMI. This Amazon machine image which we have created, it's still in a pending state. No, it's available. Great. We can proceed now. I hope it take a few minutes and we are good. Okay, let's jump to the next part. So once this is available, let's create a new auto skill group. Correct. So let's create something launch. Okay. So first thing, let's create a auto skill group. We will create auto skill group. Then we'll create a load balancer. Let's first finish the activity for the auto skill group. Then we will go to the launch template. Let's select it, right? Then what we will do is we'll create a auto skill group, correct? I hope you are able to see. Now, this is very important. Now let's follow with me. So auto skill group, let's add a web server to skill group. Launch template is already there. Everything is there. Let's go to the next. Let's select our VPC. So VPC. Okay. In availability zone, we need to select private the subnets. Okay. So what we'll do, you can see there is a public subnet and private. So we will go with the private. You can see here. I'm selecting the private one. Okay. Once that is done, we'll go for next. Just efforts. Okay. Let's go to next. Then there comes the load balancer. Now we will create a new load balancer. Right now, now it comes application load balancer. We'll keep. Let's keep. Um, let's give a name ALB. That is load balancer. Okay, LB. Let's say. Then it will be a internet based thing, right? Then let's do a network mapping. Let's choose public subnet for the AZs. Okay, so now it's done. Now let's jump to okay, let where it is forward. Let's create a new target group. Okay, now let's change the name also TG, and it should be some LB load balancer, and this is TG target group basically. Right. Let's go to the VPC ladder. Is health check. Let's decrease the time because we need a quick response. Three. Okay. Okay. It's a very simple HTML which should not take much time to load. So that's why it's less time. Let's go for next step. Now it's time to scale the dynamic portion of the section. Let's desire capacity one. So every time the minimum one size is there, now it's time to scale up, right? Minimum to one and maximum let's increase to three. Start with one, scale up to three. Now create a target scaling group, target scaling policy. Metric type should be average CPU utilization. It should be target 50% utilized and then 60 seconds. Now, if you, there are maintenance policies, so we don't need to require any policies. So basically, in instance maintenance policy, to control your auto scaling groups availabilities during instance replacement event. This includes a health check, instance refreshes, maximum instance lifetime features and event that happens automatically to keep your balanced called rebalancing events. So there is no policy for rebalancing event. New instance will be launched before terminating others. For all other events, in- instance terminate and launch at the same time. Prioritize availabilities. So basically launches a new instance and wait for them to ready before terminating others. This allow you to go above the desired capacity by given percentage. May temporarily increase the cost, right? Then termination and launch. The term this at the same time it happens. This allow you to go beyond your desired capacity by given percentage and may temporarily reduce the availability. This is the also one way. And this is the custom way where you can set. This gives you a greater flexibility in setting how far below and over your desired capacity EC2 auto scaling goes when replacing instance. So no policy launch before terminate and launch. So here we go with mix behavior like no policy. Then we will go and let's review it and create auto fill group. Okay. It's updating the policy. Okay, everything is set and we are good. Now let's create a load balance. So load balancer, what we will do is we will balance. Where is here is the load balancer. If you come to the load balancer, if you click in the load balancer, because we have created this, right? So Once you come to this section, and if you go to the security part, we are allowing, we have configured this, right? This is does not allow external traffic. What we need to do, we need to create a new one. Go to the security group. Now create a KLB security group, and let's create a custom rules and where inbound rules. See, you have seen, right? There was no inbound rule. We need to allow. For that only we have came here, and what we need to do, internal service to be allowed. So, so here what we will do is this is for allowing HTTP from internet because we have facing internet, right? So this is what we need to do. So once that is done, then we are good to create. So it will now to and fro it will work. So inbound rule is there and outbound rule is also there. So outbound is okay. Inbound also it need to be specified. Okay. Now it's great. Let's come to the here. Now you can see the status is provisioning. Let's wait for some time. Uh, Let's refresh it. Okay. Okay. Let's go to edit. Let's remove this. Uh, RALB security. We just created. Just save it. Okay, done. So now we should able to access it. Copy this DNS name, right? Now go to the new, type HTTP, then slash slash the URL. Let's continue. Within 60 seconds, it should be accessible. Otherwise, it will reject. Okay. Okay, great. It's giving 504. So it means the service is still doing something. No problem. Let's try to figure it out. What had happened. Mm, 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 mm. Let's refresh it once more. Okay. Actually, it should be this one only. Hosted zone, TNS. Thing is there. Yeah. Let me go to auto skill group. Launch template is there. List of us is there. I'll check is okay. Sometime. Then it's happened, but it should not happen. It's telling it's running. Okay, so this. They can ignore, I think. I'm trying to see what exactly it's happening. System managers. Yeah, so CPC ID is accounts. So, internal. Okay, we have run P3 micros only and allowing the BPC security protocol inbound traffic with this. Okay, let me cross check if I have done something wrong. This is correct only. Mm, Let me just check security policies. Is there anything which is not allowing actually? Allow VPC. We don't need this one. We need this one. Like allow HTTP from internet. Inbound rule is 00 from anywhere, right? It is also true, but here is the mistake. I hope you also catch this. It should be anywhere from IPv4. It was custom, then it's not happening. Save this changes. Uh, Rules with this rules are access to this. Commented to group that allow the IP address. Okay, let's do one thing. Select this. IPv4 is already there. Okay. Uh, 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 there's HTTP. There's two. I can write my IP if required. Because the thing is, actually, it's not working. Wanted to check whether the issue is with my IP or what exactly it's happening. Should we allow everything basically? Let me open CloudWatch also. We have enabled CloudWatch. Let's see. We can play something. Let's again just check. I am Amazon. This is available. There is no issue at all. Right? Yep. Permission is also granted. This is okay. I want to share this image. It's AWS. not required. We already created, right? Let's go back to our launch template. Okay, we come here, you can see T3 macros, everything. Uh, Modify template. I don't need anything here, really. Mm, Default version is one. This is fine. Storage, resource, network. This is what it need to be done, and I think it's taking a bit time. I hope so. Version. Yes. Okay, now let's go to load balancer or auto scale. Auto scale, let's go. Okay, here what I can do. Go for APL. I thought my screen is not visible to you all guys. But if I cross check, it's visible. So let me continue. Thing is, there is some trigger, but not getting the exact picture. Anomaly detection. What that means? Don't have alerts right now. Mm, we need just a message that actually, what's the error message I'm getting? Mm, okay, so basically, I need to go to load balance. Load balancer already have a DNS, and that DNS should work actually. Sorry, my friends, this is not what I supposed to do. I just want to call that a load balancer. The thing is, it should get this message. Okay, there is it should be that output only. I'm just ensuring that everything what we are doing is in the right way. So we need to spin up actually, but the thing is, we just need to spin up this. But the thing is, before spin up, the application should run properly. And here I can see there is no connectivity at all. This is killing me. Hmm, what had happened here? Inbound rule. I'm allowing public all out things. This is correct. All traffic. Once this is called, so actually this should work. Balancer. Is there option to edit? Let's edit IP address. IP address I don't need to do anything. What is this VPC? Should be a custom VPC. Maybe some restriction might have happened. That's why from the internet I'm unable to access it right now. Maybe because I need to call from public and it would be running privately. Was the task I need to do, but somewhere down the line, I think something has been done. Block public access. Uh, 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 this is right. Don't need to do anything much over here. PC we have. Alright, okay. Connect gateway. So we have. This was the system PC. Actually, I'm using this only. Okay. To me. Okay. This is also fine. Availability zones. Okay. That's a lot. Availability zones only. Just okay. As per record, mostly this should be allowed. Mm, private is this. Edit the subnet. That's the public one. Select at least two subnet. The load balancer nodes will place each selected node zone and automatically scale to the responsive traffic. Okay, the public only. Is it network mapping, availability zone, scheme, internet facing, load balancer. Basically, if that works, we just need to run one command, and after that, it should be just up. Thing is, getting timeout. To reduce the timeout, let's go to this setting. I just need to edit one setting, the timeout setting. So give enough space so that it run properly. Right? Maybe something is happening. The default termination policy 300 is for instance arcade. Uh, this only. Hmm. This is something messy. It should be public, right? Let me try to change and see if using this will we are able to. Okay. So in load balancer, hmm, so basically log. I wanted to look log. Um, okay. Got an issue. CPU utilization happened within 15 minutes. This is alarming, right? And I think due to this only gateway timeout issue is coming. It's very important to go and watch cloud watch. And this is happening because what we have done in we have taken a different image. Let me see if we in auto group can we edit that. We have 5 10 minutes. Let's try to see if I can change it. Hmm, no, we can't change it. I'm checking if I can vary change it. Delete the template, delete, modify the template, create a new version. Yeah, should be allowed. Yeah, we are able to. We are forward. Let's switch to E3 medium, and we'll use this only. Whatever group was there, so nothing. Create and build version. Create it. Okay, it says it's created. Hmm. We need to set it as a default, right? Otherwise, how it will work. Now let's go to our specific group. Now Is it applying or it's applied? Sorry, I am not aware of this step. Okay, I am also experimenting this. I'm just ensuring that E3 medium is coming, right? We just need to ensure E3 medium is coming where I can. Mm, this the E3 medium is came. Hopefully, this time, before going to there, you need to go to load balancer. Load balancer is active. It says active, then is facing, blah blah blah. Now copy the DNS. Okay. First time it would take time, but okay. Hmm. Strange, yaar. What's happening? Now it will not come actually, but let's see. Mm. If I would have got live log, then it very helpful for me. But I have not created that one. Should be a normal one. So basically, guys, what you need to do, you will run. Basically, this should come. Hello, and this availability zone will come. And here you can see the instance ID. If you copy this instance ID, then actually it's running your instance, one instance. So once that is done, you actually will see this ID. Okay. Once that is done, you will able to see the other instance ID. So similarly, in that way, you will able to scale it up. Everything is there, yeah, but not sure why this is happening. I have 10 minutes more. Let me see if I can. But there is a VPC HTTP. Hello, HTTP from VPC. Inbound rule and outbound rule. Yeah. Not sure what is happening. Everything is in a running state. It's not alarming, but I'm not sure why it's not running. image ID is also created. And okay, so there is a mess up, something where I think in a bound ruler round one. In the security group, it's from anywhere, right? That is true. No issues at all. Inbound, outbound rule is also good. Let's come to load balancer. Load balancer also we configured the same, right? Click on this. Mm, a person this. Uh, 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 that is correct only. Mapping, I feel I'm very much pretty unsure on this part. I think it's going for private, public only. Correct then. Hmm. Okay, good. Yeah, over here. Failed health check did not respond. Okay. What is the issue here? Let me check. Hmm. So it means like our image which we created was not able to run it. Let's reboot it. One mistake I have done. If you watch the video properly, when I was creating a load balancer, I didn't restart the EC2 instance. Rather than I just skipped that step actually. I had done that mistake because see, public address is blank and there is no DNS mapping. I think that would be a reason where it's not doing the inbound and outbounding rules. See, but it's recording fast, fast. I'm also get confused. No problem. Let's come to the load balancer. Um, Click on this. Go to the resource mapping. Again, if you see there is an error, health check to the P. Okay. Hmm. Basically, that is the problem where you are. This error. Otherwise, it should work. Yeah. We need to check. Check. HTTP 80. I consecutive health checks. 200 interval of 50 seconds. Interval. Run robin. Multiple ones. Okay. Okay. This VPC is what VPC? It's outbound. Let us check again. Mhm. Everything is there, only I'm just a bit curious. Finish, post name, everything is there. Your custom name, which is okay. CDR, manage path, CDR, it's okay. This is also fine, I think. Only I'm a bit unsure about this tag. Gateway should do everything. Public. The thing is, see, it's a T3 micro. We have started the service in P3. What it does? Something. So what we will do is terminate it. Let's terminate it to a shutdown. Shutdown. Once that is shut down, what we have done, we created the IAM, right? And once that is once that is done, then we came to the auto scale group. There itself we created a load balancer. So once that is done, and it should be T3 medium, right? So we will launch this service again with a default 2, right? We have done some changes. Let's P3 item, and here we don't need to create another group. Here we will go with our security group. Okay, launch it. Subnet. It should be public. Availability zone. Now you can see, right? Hope you are with me here. So basically, what we did is we try to create another subnet, and here we can see T3 medium is there and a public IP is also there. But we will not call with this public IP or this DNS. Basically, we will use a load balancer, right? In a diagram, I have already shown that user will communicate to load balancer, not the EC2 instance. So let's do one thing. For simplicity, let's check through the public IP quickly. I have only 5 minutes left. Let's see. Continue. Hopefully it comes something. Hmm. Okay, no problem. It is coming in this way. Let's use a public DNS. If that doesn't happen, it means something security group somewhere I have done some mistake. Ideally, it should work basically because basically I'm an outsider. Okay, I am just allowing my web console to be run. Let's just check. Otherwise, I need to restart the load balancer also. It happens. You need to take care of this also, right? Mm. Mm. It's something different. Let's do one thing. Mm, copy this load balancer. Not working. Mm. Because this is something 009 and it should work on that one. 009. Uh, 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 uh. E2agent instance. This instance. This is running. Right. Basically, see, internally it's running because it's scaled up. But the thing is, it's not allowing to run. Mhm. It is not disclosed yet, so that's why it's not come. Hey guys, something is gotten messed up, but ideally it should work. You need to come here, select all, then you need to do terminate instance. Okay, do that before you log out. I'm just checking for a quick check. So basically, this load balancer is interacting to which service? I also wanted to know. Mm, this is okay, but it will be listening to something. Let's say this is also okay. Target. Here I need to change this because this target is already been stopped. No, this is the new one. I think so. Let's quickly check. What's happening here, my dear? It should be T3. Ah, okay, it's running. 15 minute this is there. Okay, this is also fine, but the read request time, what is happening here? Basically, this target group which we created now, it's not able to communicate to the service. I think we need to create a new target group and that can do this health check again. To the target. It's already there. Okay, guys, see you next time. I hope I will share another video regarding the same. If you comment, I will create another debugging session for this. I hope you will enjoy this session. I hope you understand the problem and the statement which we were trying to achieve, creating EC2 image and auto scaling that. And using the load balancer, we need to do a testing, but that couldn't happen because of that issue. No problem, we can get to that again. I will create a separate video, session 2, where we will try to figure out the load balancer issue, and we'll try to record from the start quickly so that you can cross check if you are interested on it. Thank you. Good night, good evening, whatever it is. For me, it's a good morning. So, wish you a good day and hope you enjoy every day. It's a new day. See you and goodbye. Sat Shri Akal.